So, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about it before I read, so it will make sense to those of you that don't know the story. It's a dual narrative told by two young women, Shelby and Astrid, and they're in Boston in the 1980s building their careers, making friends and romances. And Shelby is facing some recently recovered memories of inappropriate touching by her stepfather when she was a kid. And Astrid's dealing with workplace sexual harassment. So it's got some heavy themes, but many reviewers have called it entertaining and uplifting despite that, which makes me very happy because that was my goal. As far as I'm concerned, life is full of ups and downs, and I think we should reflect that in our fiction. So in addition to the negative stuff, there's a lot of friendship and love and good guys as well as bad guys. Reviewers have also said it's a very safe place to explore some of these troubling themes because the situations are not extreme. And that too was one of my goals with the book, because there are a lot of women who have experienced what some people might say is lesser abuse. And so I wanted these women to realize that if that's them, what happened to them did matter. The reason that I wrote this book, though, the catalyst, I should say, that spurred me on to do this was the Me Too movement and the coverage of the Harvey Weinstein situation. I watched the news coverage, just fascinated and horrified at the same time, because these victims were being asked the same questions over and over by reporters, naysayers, society in general. And they were asking things like, well, was it partly your fault? And why did you wait so long to speak up? And if you're speaking up now, what's your ulterior motive? And I got really kind of pissed off because nobody asks these questions, if you think about it, of victims of other crimes, right? So if somebody is a robbery or theft victim, no one asks them why they're speaking up about it or if it was their fault. So I decided we needed a novel that would try to answer those questions for people who were asking them and take people into the minds of victims. So I'm going to